Yo, welcome to Trippy Commentaries. It's time for our 2015 Battleground recap. The biggest thing that went down tonight, guys, was the return of The Undertaker.
Yeah.
This is truly epic. I felt it coming, but I didn't think it would happen tonight. And now Brock Lesnar will have to go against the man who he knocked the undefeated streak. He knocked it off. Now we're going to finally see that rematch go down. I'm RJ, joining up with Raspo.
Hey, what's going on, Trippy RJ and Trippy Crew?
Retro Brett.
Yo, what's up, all you Trippaholics?
And Mikey.
Yo, what's happening?
Well, The Undertaker's back. Raspo, it's official.
Well, this was, this guy, The Undertaker, used to be my favorite wrestler until Stone Cold came along. I'm sure that's probably for a lot of people.
Yes.
Seeing The Undertaker in the ring tonight put me in a state of shock, and it was amazing. I knew, or I had a good idea at least, that something was going to occur where the match wasn't going to finish.
Right.
I didn't expect it to not, kind of end the way it did.
This was actually an official championship match against Seth Rollins. You had Brock Lesnar whooping Seth Rollins like a lot of the opponents he's faced off with. The Undertaker showed up, and the match apparently was off. We saw some really brutal tombstone pile drivers delivered to Brock Lesnar. And you mentioned how Undertaker was one of your favorite wrestlers until Stone Cold knocked him off. One of the guys to knock him off for me was Brock Lesnar. He's my favorite wrestler currently. He's a beast. He proved that once again. But The Undertaker's back, Retro Brett.
Wow, I can't believe it. Why couldn't this have happened last year at Battleground?
Yeah, we attended that. It was here in our hometown.
Well, the
Tampa.
whole pay-per-view was awesome. I mean, the Owens Cena match. Oh my God, how many near falls was that? Holy shit!
That was a
At least
great
25.
match.
Excellent.
Oh my God, I can't even count that high.
But as far as The Undertaker coming back, what do you think about most likely an upcoming match at SummerSlam?
Oh well, I think it's a huge draw. They need wrestling's kind of been going down a little bit. The buzz through the grapevine and on the streets, so they need something to draw again. Lesnar, Undertaker 2.
Oof, that would be great. And of course, I think we're going to see it. The one guy I was really liking here was Brock Lesnar. Now, he was suspended. He was off the mat for a while. He came back for Beast in the East. That was a big success for the WWE. This is the first pay-per-view with Lesnar back. It'll be interesting to hear the buzz tomorrow now that The Undertaker's back. Mike, you must be excited.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see this rematch between these two. It was cool to see Undertaker come in there and right away go straight for the choke slam. And he had to rough him up a little bit before he could land that on him. Yeah. Kick him in the nuts. That was pretty serious.
Lesnar almost had him, man. I mean, he picked him up and he was about to F5 The Undertaker.
But I mean, the fans got their money's worth as soon as he chokeslammed them. That was awesome.
So it was carnage in the
happy
ring
to see
after
that.
Why does everything cool happen in the Midwest? And should have happened in Tampa last year.
Hey, props to people in St. Louis. They got a real treat. So when it comes to Seth Rollins, I don't think he had any chance of winning this match. He was getting thrown around just like we saw John Cena and Roman Reigns before him. I think Lesnar would have won this one if it wasn't for The Undertaker showing up.
Oh, I beg to differ. I thought this originally that it was such a mismatch that the underdog has to win. I mean, he was going to find some way to win, and obviously he did. Or he retained the title because of Undertaker.
He didn't find a way to win, but he did find a way to retain the title, as you just said, Brett. And Seth Rollins, I was thinking maybe he would find some way to outsmart him, and they would really just say, let's push Seth Rollins and completely put him over, and have him be the main guy behind Triple H's authority wrecking force.
Yeah.
But it ended up being the opposite of that at a non-big pay-per-view, I would say. This isn't like Hell in a Cell or SummerSlam. This is Battleground, which is just a low-level pay-per-view. And lo and behold, we see The Undertaker, and now Seth Rollins has retained his title here.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good setup to SummerSlam, which is the next pay-per-view. This year it's going to be in New York City, Brooklyn to be precise. That's pretty crazy considering we've seen it in LA. It almost seemed like a fixture of LA, not this year as it's heading to NYC. So I feel like Brock Lesnar is now going to be facing off with The Undertaker. The championship belt is still with Seth Rollins. What do you think about him moving forward? Who could he be facing off with at SummerSlam? He didn't look like a rightful champion, as he certainly wasn't winning the match when he lost, or when the match ended. What do you think, Retro Brett?
Well, I think you have an interesting theory that Seth Rollins is going to face Roman Reigns, right?
Yeah, but I'm not sure if the duel he has with Bray Wyatt, because in that match you had Luke Harper showing up out of nowhere. So is Roman Reigns just going to move on? He probably would if he had a championship match against someone else he hates in Seth Rollins, but do you see what Bray Wyatt's saying? Anybody but you, that kind of thing. Doesn't look like Bray Wyatt's going to leave him alone anytime soon.
I like a triple threat between the ex-Shield members.
Okay, for the WWE Championship, the ex-Shield members, so that would incorporate Dean Ambrose as well. Mm-hmm. 3 very popular fighters. We'll have to think about that as far as who.
Cena could.
Cena moving up the ranks. Well,
Cena, I like Ambrose too, but I mean Cena versus Rollins. That it seems like that should be. The only thing that's holding me back is that Cena, still is holding on to that U.S. title. So.
Yeah, exactly, and we could see another match between Cena and Owens. Now, Cena did defeat Owens, but that was
after one of the best matches in a long time.
That was the rubber match.
They both won one.
Yeah, and that was the third match.
Yeah,
so
but
Cena
I think
won 2 out of 3.
Yeah, I think we could see another match at SummerSlam just because, Kevin Owens makes John Cena look so damn good. It was an extremely impressive match, maybe the best of the night. In fact, it probably was considering what happened at the main event. But as far as Seth Rollins concerned, that would make a lot of sense. Maybe a Shield triple threat match. We'll have to see if he can contend.
Seth Rollins is going to be okay. Like Brett mentioned earlier, he said he thought Seth had a chance to win. I think we saw some flares of Seth Rollins' potential. He was really beating the crap out of Brock Lesnar's legs and taking him out. And if he was a little bit quicker, I think, if he trains a little bit harder, I think he might have a chance against these bigger guys by outsmarting them and going for their weak spots.
I think Seth Rollins had more offense than John Cena in their first match with Lesnar.
Agree. Good point.
Perhaps. Mike, you saw Seth Rollins. He's the current WWE champion. What do you think about him moving forward?
To be honest, I mean, he's really not impressive. He's subpar to me, as a champion. So I'm looking to see him lose the belt here in the future.
Possibly
Obviously,
at SummerSlam.
probably the next pay-per-view. But we'll see who he faces. I mean, like you guys said, could be Roman Reigns. Or I'd like to see that Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose triple threat. That would be a good match.
Could it be Kofi Kingston, possibly?
Hell no.
New Day.
For those who don't know about Seth Rollins, because I really did like him when he featured the curb stomp finisher. They had to strip him of that move because of concussion issues, is what I'm hearing. And he's been incorporating the pedigree as his official finisher.
Because that doesn't cause concussions at all.
Yeah.
You know what? Is it just me, or do we need a new single superstar? I mean, I feel like Cesaro could be an even better choice.
Well, Cesaro's teammate, Kid, has gotten a pretty bad injury now, so he's been knocked out. We'll see if Cesaro, the King of Swim, can make a return. I don't see it as far as a championship push, though.
He fought Cena in an epic battle for the U.S. title recently, and I think that it would be really funny if Cesaro just kind of said, all right, well, I didn't win that title, so I'll win the WWE title instead.
Wait,
and fought Rollins.
Here's somebody who is
sure to face.
This is the match I think we're probably going to see at SummerSlam. This is going to be my official prediction before we move on. I think we're going to see Seth Rollins going against
Bo Dallas?
Randy Orton. And we've seen it many times before. They have an open feud, and that's a clear heel versus face scenario.
Yeah, you're right.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it really does.
And Randy just won his match tonight.
Against Sheamus, who has the Money in the Bank, so maybe they incorporate that somehow as
Yep,
well.
Yep.
Could
That's
be a
pretty
web
cool.
of intricacy there at SummerSlam. In
it.
fact, perhaps WrestleMania, they use the Money in the Bank. Maybe they come back and use it all over again at SummerSlam using possible Sheamus. I don't know. They might hold Sheamus off until the Ninja Turtles movie gets some hype as well. I'll have to see how that
Probably.
hypes up.
I think so.
Maybe time that up with the Money in the Bank. I know Sheamus is going to be in that one. But we'll see what happens. Once again, I really think that Brock Lesnar is going to leave Seth Rollins alone, albeit because he wants to go after The Undertaker.
I think The Undertaker called him out tonight.
Absolutely, he did, man. Good to see The Undertaker back.
Most definitely.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed Battleground. It should be an epic SummerSlam. We'll preview it right here at Trippy Commentaries. So, John Cena, impressive victory, guys.
Yep.
I think it's going to be another match with Kevin Owens. You think otherwise? What's he going to do next?
I hope it's not another match with Kevin Owens. I think Kevin Owens has other plans, or it may be that the WWE has other plans for Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
I think there are other superstars that could face Cena. Maybe Cesaro comes back in the picture and fights Cena again. Or I'm thinking that, I hate to say it, and I also would love to see it, Bo Dallas. Come on, Bo.
Against John Cena, though, really.
Come on, Bo Dallas.
Retro Brett, what do you think? I mean, we know Kevin Owens still has some schedules to take care of there in the NXT. I think he's going to face off with Samoa Joe. So what's going to happen with John Cena?
Well, I think Raspo's still high. Bo Dallas and John Cena? What the hell are you talking about? But, yeah. I like
All you
Samoa
gotta
Joe.
do is
Where's Noah?
believe, Brett.
Fuck you.
Mike, any predictions for John Cena moving forward?
Yeah, man. I look to see him keep the title possibly in the next pay-per-view. And
U.S. title will be John Cena's for a while, probably.
Yeah, I think so. So we'll see.
I thought Kevin Owens would maybe strip him of it, but that's not the case. John Cena wins impressively. In fact, that's one of the best matches he's had. He showed off a lot of great moves.
Great
And maybe
match.
it is time for him to move on from Kevin Owens, but I just thought they worked so well together. I wouldn't mind seeing them face off again at SummerSlam at a bigger stage. If not, who's going to come and challenge John Cena? I mean, we talked about Randy Orton. Those guys certainly have a huge rival. I think Randy Orton's going to be going after somebody, that's for sure. Thanks again for joining us, guys. Make sure to stay tuned. We got you covered in the world of wrestling. We have some really special things coming up soon, and they should be pretty epic considering SummerSlam is around the corner. Stay tuned. And more importantly, stay trippy, my friends.